here, and I'm going to show you how I make my great grain mix. Now, this grain mix took a lot of research and experimenting to figure out the right combination of what my rats like. Everything in the mix is whole grain, low or no sugar. So I know that it's very good for them to eat. I do not use it as a staple. The thing that they have all the time available to them is their Oxbow, which is their lab block, I guess you can say. It's like a pelleted diet, which I know is great for them. This, they get a little bit twice a day. I did a quarter of a cup twice a day because there's 3 of them and they go crazy for this stuff. I kind of judge by how much they're eating. If they didn't eat the quarter of a cup, I'd give them less. But they go nuts for it. They lick it. They lick the bowl. So the first thing we're going to start off with is I'm going to do it by the cup. So we're going to start off with, I'm going to say, I kind of just eyeball it. So we're going to start with 1 cup. Let's see. 1 cup. Alright, and we're going to start with 2 cups. And 2 cups, these are regular oats. Then we have steel cut oats, which I'm only going to do 1 cup of these because they're smaller and sometimes they do get left behind. Most rats will prefer the bigger oats. About 1 cup of the steel oats. Next, we are going to add every rat lover's favorite ingredient, pasta. I just love hearing the crunching of this. It's like music to my ears. So this is the vegetable kind of pasta. I used to just give them regular plain pasta, but I saw a lot of people using the vegetable kind of pasta. I had to try it, and they love it. So we're just going to throw in about a handful. Sometimes I add a little more if I see that they need more. Next, we're on to the cereals. I have pre-portioned the cereal already. This is some Cheerios. These are whole grain, low sugar. They're just plain Cheerios. And my rats seem to love them. I want to say it's about a little less than a cup. I'm just going to stir it up a little bit. We want everything to be distributed properly. Next this is the Rice Puff cereal. This is 100% Rice Puffs. Basically, my rule of thumb is I get ingredients with, I try to find just cereals that have just 1 ingredient. 100% Rice Puffs. Just makes it that simple. So I'm just going to do probably a cup of that because I could add more if I need more. So I'm just going to start with a cup. On to their favorite things. The dried fruit. This is gold. This is freeze-dried fruit. Now, I found that the regular fruit was just very sticky. It made a mess. Not to say that I don't give them fruit. I do. But if I'm out all day somewhere, this is really good because it, it doesn't go bad. It doesn't make a mess. And they seem to like it just as much. So I'm going to throw in, I have raspberries. These are the raspberries. The strawberries and blueberries I have in here. So we're just going to take a handful and throw it in there. Maybe a little more. Another handful. Dried fruit's expensive, so you don't want to go crazy. Because you can always add more if you need it. We're just going to start out with a handful. Now that wonderful smell that you all are smelling is coconut. My rats love coconut. And I like it because I get to smell that lovely tropical smell. It is excellent. So I always throw just a nice handful of coconut in here. Just a nice handful of coconut. Makes it like a tropical island. Next we have, what else do we have? Where are they? Oh, here are the banana chips. Banana chips. Every rat I know loves bananas. Dried, freeze-dried, frozen, every type of banana you could think of. Rats probably love it. So I just take a few of them, I break them in half, and they absolutely love these. Maybe I'll do any. That's good. That is good. Next. Now this is dried pineapple. My rats aren't the biggest fans of it, so what I do, I mean, one of them will usually end up eating it. So I'll just add it a little bit each day. I don't actually put it directly in their mix because it's not freeze dry, it's actually dry, so I don't want it to go bad or anything. So the beauty of this one, Trader Joe's resealable bag, everything stays fresh. Oh, this is flaxseed and chia seed and millet. And this is what it looks like up close. It kind of looks like dirt, but humans put this on their food apparently. I wouldn't, but apparently people like it who are health nuts. No offense, people. Love you guys. So I'm just gonna sprinkle it, kind of like sprinkling a cake. Feel like a nice chef. Alright, stir it up. And next, for the final grand finale, the cherry on top of the sundae. Mealworms! Dried mealworms. I only give them a few because mine are adult. So they do only get a few. But they do love them. It's like kind of like a hidden, kind of like this is the treasure box, that's the gold treasure box. Alright, that is good. And now, kind of just stir it all around. And you do the hokey pokey. Alright, now I usually serve it in this container. Airtight containers are your best friend. You want everything to stay fresh. So, I am actually going to show you how they react to their gravy. Do I have a bowl? Alright, you know what? Hold on 1 second. Alright, we're just going to put this in here. Actually, let me get my real measuring cup. Yeah, show you how it's really done. Okay, so I just take this little scooper, and I try and get a good variety of everything. If I see that, okay, there's only one piece of pasta, obviously there are 3 wraps. So I'll get some extra pasta. And sometimes I'll add a little bit more of the flaxseed. We know it's good for them. And of course it smells like a beautiful tropical island. So, let's see how these boys react. Hi boys. Ready to take something? You boys know what it is. Yum, 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 yum. The Hunger Fest begins. They're like little piranhas. They're loving it. And that is my famous mix. Jessica's Great Grain Mix.